Hello.
Hey, brother.
Hi, hi. Yes, hi. Any idea about Sweda?
I don't know. Probably you can wait for another 2 minutes and then go forward.
Yes, yes, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Shailendra, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I sent one email to you. Just reply to that to me only. Yeah.
Okay.
So Murugan, are we doing the TSW portion today? The slide 3 and 4.
Okay, TSW actually, see what happened is yesterday I was so tight with my office. I was trying to do that data. I could create couple of data, but still couple of data is missing in the data itself. Actually, some backend that TSW is introduced to these modules, right? FICO, SD, all those things. There somebody has corrected some configuration, it seems. So that's why I was getting some error. So what I am planning is, with the error I don't want to show you. Let me complete that, resolve that error today, and then I will do it tomorrow. I think that way. And what is the configuration issue that was there also? That was also I will discuss with you. That is my plan. Because I want to show it completely rather than just showing with the error.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you should be able to do that. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just thinking, Shailu, you can pitch in here. So probably, if you want, we can take a break and say we can.
No, anyway, we are having a break, right? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. So after tomorrow, I am having 2-3 days. I think Friday or Saturday, Sunday. I think at least 2 days I am not there. During the 2 days, it will be completed. Even anyway, I go holidays 2-3 days. So that time it will be completed. It will be done. Don't worry. I am going to complete that. That is guaranteed.
No, I know that you can do it, but the point is that I don't know. Especially, I am not able to practice whatever you are doing.
Yeah. Right. Yes, I got your point. Okay. So I will try to do it tomorrow itself. That is the.
No, so Murugan, I would suggest that after today's class, Shailu, raise your concern if you have, that we can meet on Tuesday. So between from Wednesday to Monday, we will practice some things and come back to you with questions. So that if it is like a one-way.
Tomorrow you don't want?
So that's what I am thinking. So Shailu, what do you say?
What we can do is we can have a session tomorrow, so that will complete this the topic Murugan started yesterday.
Yeah.
And then like we can have a couple of days off that we can practice and then come back to you. If that is okay with.
Yeah, that is also okay, because what Murugan is teaching RLM joint venture and all those things is more theoretical.
Theoretical. Yeah. This is just for course completion purpose what we are doing.
Right. So,
we need to complete the course. Not just course completion. You will be asked some interview questions also in this. At least you should be able to answer what is that. Otherwise, you can't claim you go to be a ISIL consultant, right? Somebody asks what is JVA. You should know what is JVA at least. And you can tell that you cannot work in JVA. You don't know the details. But what is JVA you should know. That they are expecting from the interviewer. That is the main agenda why we are taking these 3 sessions. Yeah.
So we need to know one more thing while Smita is about to join. So can you share with us the certification material?
Certification material I am not having, right? Let me see. Because certification material actually we need to take it from outside. So somebody was asking me, who was asking me? Yeah, Karthik was asking me, right, to take the certification materials. So what I told him that there are one of my friend who is based out of Singapore. He did the certification, so he can share his, he can give his certification CDs. That's what I was discussing with him. I think he is charging some nominal fees for that, very minimal. So that is what I talked with him, and what I suggest is I will give that. I think initially itself I told you asked or who asked, I don't know. Somebody asked the certification material details. I got few references who are providing the certification materials in LinkedIn. So you are all having LinkedIn account, right? Yeah. I think Sailendra is having LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
Prashant, you are also having, right?
And we both are connected too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So what I will give their contacts, I will introduce you to them so that you can directly talk to them and take it. So that is what. Karthik was also encouraging me. I don't know he got it or not. In case he got it, you can take directly from Karthik.
Okay.
He was asking me at the starting of this course, but I later forgot to follow up with him where he got it or not. So in the first week he asked me. So I will follow up with him also. Whichever source we are getting, you will get it. Even I am getting for other batches also like that, because I am not a certified consultant, though I know the certification material, question and answers, everything I know. But I have not taken certification. The main reason why I have not taken certification is due to my experience. I already put a number of years in the ISIL. Nobody asked my certification nowadays. So that is the thing. They asked me whether I can join or not. That is the only question they asked. So with that background, I don't need it, but you people need it. Yeah, may need it.
So Murugan, which company are you working for?
Actually, I changed 4 or 5 companies. So I started with working with Tata Group, then I went to Infosys, then Wipro, then Accenture, then IBM. From IBM also, right now I am planning to make a move to some other organization. Yeah.
And where all in India?
Yeah, all in India.
So
All the top IT consulting companies I gone one round. Yeah.
So you have done one round. You can start the second round now.
Yes. That is the idea. I don't know where to go, where to start the second round. Because everybody knows me earlier.
You can start
I can land up in Houston. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So today in Calgary there was a workshop on the oil and gas best practices. So this group is going to all the oil hubs, Oklahoma City, Houston, Dubai, and of course Calgary, and they are collecting all the major challenges companies have on SAP and in oil and gas. And in September there is an SAP oil and gas conference, and this group is going to present all the findings of this workshop in that conference.
Okay, good. Okay. This group is from IT companies or?
Yeah. No, it is a mix. Like today's session was run by this organizer, who is the event organizer, which is called Eventful Group, and the facilitators were two partners from Deloitte. And then we had a lot of oil companies like ConocoPhillips, Husky, Suncor, and all the Canadian ones. And then we had consulting companies also, like Deloitte and Accenture and all those people. So it's like a mix of everybody.
Okay.
So Shailu, you had something?
Yeah, Prashant, I wanted to know, do you know where the conference in September is?
It's in Houston.
Oh, it's in Houston, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think Smita will join. Anyway, you are all recording. Even the institute is recording. Prashant, you are not yet made organizer, right? Okay. So I think we can share the video with you. Time is 9:42. Yeah. So I made both of you organizer. You can record.
So other thing, Murugan, in SAP help and all, we see one more module called GTM. So where does this fit in? And there is no mention of that in your syllabus?
Yeah, actually this one for global supply chain movements in the upstream side, they have developed this one that has come in the, just now recently it has come. Okay. So that actually we are not part of this syllabus, but anyway we can discuss that. I think in the last 2 to 3 days we are having 3 days, right, to discuss team structure, project management and all those things. We can spare some time for that also and discuss, but that is not implemented yet so far fully. Only they just started it.
So do you want to add it here so that we don't forget it later?
No need to add it. You can do that. You can remind me, or if you want I can add it.
Yeah, you can add it, because if Shailu or me we forget, then it's gone, right?
Yeah. Okay, we'll start today. I think one of you can share with Smita. I don't know who is there, Lakshmi or Karthik. Somebody will be there. They are also hopefully recording. So yesterday we was in the, hope you can start recording. Yesterday we was in the, what is JVA, what is PRA, what is upstream, what is downstream, what is the theory, what is the basics, what is the concept, and what are the terminologies, important terminologies. So Today we will see some basic settings and details needed for this JVA PRA in the system, and we are neither going to create master data nor going to create the cycles. Only the basic settings needed and what is their importance, that's what we are going to do. Before even going to that, I would like to explain you one more term called Midstream. Upstream. You know upstream, downstream, both of you. What is midstream? Have you ever come across this term? You know that?
So it is basically primary distribution.
Prashant might have come across, yeah.
It is taking the crude from the wells to the refinery.
Yeah. It may be to the refinery or to the mainline service. The basic definition of the midstream is carrying the crude oil from the crude oil exploration site to the mainline head, maybe to the refinery. That is the exact definition. We see in the picture what we are referring as usually. This one, here you are doing exploration, right? From here to crude gathering tanking to mainline service or up to refinery, either way. All those areas, logistics, planning, transportation, storage, everything is called midstream. Midstream is a terminology used in some countries, generally in the European countries. Otherwise, the basic definition of basic streams originally in the oil business and even now practically used in the most of the industry is upstream and downstream only. Okay, now we will log on to system. Go to SPRO, reference I want to. Today, Flex Mida is not there, right? Okay, date is also 20. Joint venture accounting. First activation needs to be done the client. So there are TJ01 is the table. Here we are doing the activation. So once this table is activated, then only JVA we can use. You may have seen in your projects, normal projects, SDMM projects. You are creating the company codes. Same way the company code need to be created for JVA company code in FICO. After that, for the JVA company code only, there are some specific data need to be entered here. They are all done in the JVA company configuration. Okay. Most of them are financial data. We will just see what it is. So 1701. the JVA related settings need to be there. What is the JV cost center type, order type, project type, everything. This is done after creating the company code 1701. So first step is creating the company code 1701. Corporate joint venture. What is a corporate joint venture? Corporate joint venture means, we discussed in yesterday, that a joint venture which is 100% owned by some company. Excel is owning 100% some company, JVA. That is a corporate joint venture. So if you know the financial details, FI details or general ledger account details are there, then you can do that here. So again, this is the billing structure, exchange rate type, all the billable cost area, non-billable cost, all those things are FI settings. And I'm going to go into that. EDI parameters. What is EDI? Electronic data interchange. What for it is used? Sending and receiving Idocs. You are all working in EDI, right? You got some knowledge of Idocs and all. Shailendra and Prasad.
Yeah.
Idocs. Have you have exposure Idocs?
No, I don't.
What about you, Prasad?
Yeah, I have some experience.
Okay. So you got some exposure. Okay. So what part you are using that in your experience?
So today in our company we are we have a cloud application for creating material masters. So we are getting the material masters, the MatMas Idocs from their application, and
Okay.
then we are sending some vendor masters, material masters, some GL accounts to different downstream systems. So it's all vendor master, framemas, MatMas, GL mask, and all those things too.
Okay. So can you explain what is Idoc to Shailendra? I think Shailendra is totally new to this. You got some idea, Shailendra?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I think Prasant will give some basics to you. I will also add my points to whatever he is telling. He is also a very experienced person, Prasant also. Yeah, he can give his points. Yeah.
So Shailu, an Idoc stands for maybe intermediate document. That's an abbreviation for an Idoc. So it is basically exchange of information where you don't have to using a SAP proprietary technology called Idoc from SAP out to the middleware. And once the Idoc goes to the SAP middleware tool like PI, or XI, which if you have heard, so that middleware tool has the capability to translate or convert that Idoc to an XML file or a CSV file or whatever format they want, which the downstream system or which the target system wants to receive. Say, for example, you have so Murugan, do you want to give control to me?
Yes, I will give control. You want presentation or you want to work on my system?
No, I want to work on the system.
Okay. I given control to you.
Okay. So let's take okay, so this is a material master. Okay, now let's assume that this material master, there is an object, there is a type for everything. So material masters are called MatMas. So yeah, you need to just remember this. as part of this. Every object has got a name associated with it. So let's take our material which Murugan has been using it, regular dash 00. Okay, you want to push this material to an target system, which we'll see if there is anything here. So this is some kind of configuration. Let's say that we want to push it to this system. I just picked a random one. Okay, and once you are done with this, this Murugan's material, I just click on execute. So you see there is one.
No, this is a training server, right?
Yeah.
The server message type will be there, but it can't go because it is a training server.
It is not. Okay, so whatever it is, Shilu. So once you click on execute, so an Idoc is created and it is going to that system here called APO-00, where you have given a kind of a dummy name. Say for example, if your full name is Shilu in the shop, you have to call it a Shilu. So it is something like that. So you just give a logical name, which is 10 characters or something. So system, and then you will go to the downstream system, and there is a program which would run appropriately in that tool, and which will convert into whatever the document. In this case, material master. So I just want to. Murugan, are there any idocs to see? So let's see if there is anything in the last 1 year. So let's look at all the incoming ones to this, or there will be nothing incoming. Let's put it as all the outbound. So the documents can come into the system or it can go out. So let's see what is there. Nothing. So we are not sending anything to and from the system. So basically these are some of the tools which we use to send Idoc and monitor Idocs.
So Prashant, is there like a process wherein an Idoc is created or when it should not be created, or is it like, let's consider if you consider a trading scenario, then you have things like settlements, invoices, confirms. Are those Idocs too, or it's totally something different?
No, so basically SAP has come up with the standard thing about 40-50 Idoc types, which is part of the SAP toolset. But if you want to create, let's assume that you want to create an Idoc for your CV, for example. Let's assume that there is an Idoc which you want to create for your biodata, which SAP is not providing. So you can create a custom Idoc for this. So it basically you have this. Once you get into the system, you have that. Okay, there's an SAP proprietary. You just take it and use it. Or else if it is not there, like let's assume a settlement document, let's assume that it is not there. So then you have to create one on your own and use it.
Okay.
So it is basically about this is SAP is a COT system, right? Commercial off the shelf. So they are not built it for Husky or Shell. They have built it for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like you can't build everybody's business process in one tool. So they have built a common business process. So you take it, and if you have something special or weird, so you do whatever you want with the tool, customize the tool according to your needs.
So essentially, once an Idoc is created, you can push it to different areas of SAP. At the same time, you can push it to other systems and other parties who are external to SAP.
Oh yeah. This is like generally in Husky, SAP is just about, if you look at the whole IT landscape, SAP is just about 10 to 15% of the things action happening. The remaining 80% is happening in non-SAP thing. Like for example, all the trading, we do it in your product, right angle.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So the action is about 20% in SAP, but SAP is very important. It's like the sun, the center of the thing. But there are a lot of peripherals around it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of we send data from SAP to right angle. We get data from right angle to SAP, and all those things.
Then what kind of IDOCs do you send to right angle?
Okay, now that means I will explain what Prasant told is perfectly ordered. I will just add a couple of points. Somebody changed my presenter option.
So
I don't know.
Shilu,
Shailendra is new presenter. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what we will do? As Shailendra, as Prasant told, you have a SAP system. But as he told, in practice, SAP is not the only system available in the business. So many other systems are available. Some of the systems you need to communicate at different stages. The obvious example, for example, you are doing billing. Billing means invoice to the customer. Okay. If your customer also having SAP or even non-SAP system, you want to send the invoice to him electronically, then you can use EDA or Idoc. Okay. How it will go? In SAP you generate Idoc. It goes to a middleware system. Middleware converts in the format needed by the customer. Then it goes to customer. Their format. That is how it goes. You go SAP, from SAP you are generating Idoc. From there it goes to middleware. Middleware is again a system. From there it goes to customer. This is the concept of going to customer. Same way, you are having vendors for purchase. If you want to send for vendor, you will create again Idoc. At what stage you will create Idoc? Idoc will stage you will create at the time of purchase order. Then again it will go to middleware. Then to vendor. And the middleware converts in a format applicable or okay with vendor. Okay. So basically it is a communication tool between SAP and other systems. Idoc. Okay. In JVA, with respect to JVA, how it is communicated? With respect to JVA, here there are the options. What they are told. Here I think it gone. Here, sorry. Environment. Here EDI partners are there. Here you do the configuration for Idocs and all. So what is the business purpose of EDI or Idoc in JVA? We discussed yesterday theory that JVA is the company code owned by two or more than two companies. The JVA company need to communicate frequently with their owners and other supplier vendors also for the accounting purposes. Now they are posting some GL account. It needs to come to the owners also. Okay. So those type of communications happens with the help of Idoc. That is the Idoc configuration. Joint venture accounting activation, deactivation, everything. Ledgers, additional ledgers. Normally the GL ledgers is available. Ledgers available as part of finance configuration. There itself you do normal ledger configuration. Additional ledgers needed for the JVA company code you will be defining here. EDI code definition for Idoc. Okay. Then master data. Yesterday we discussed about joint operating agreement. If you recall what is the joint operating agreement, based on the initial memorandum of understanding, the companies or the partners who are creating JVA, they enter into a legal contract that is called JOA. What are the types of JOA available? All can be defined here. Here they are not defined anything, but if you want, you can define something. Venture class. All for the JVA company code. Okay. All of them are specific to company code. I will see if I can get some other company code which is having this. JV, okay. Yes. Equity types. Somebody is involved only in production, it is E01. Only drilling, E02. Only manufacturing E03. Only admin is not needed. Okay. And then we were discussing about recovery and billing indicators. They are all being defined here. What are the indicators applicable? Billing indicators. Cash call, expenditure under invoice. Most of these are financial jargons. You will not understand. Don't worry, but just be aware of this. Some message. So Idoc is not specific to oil and gas only. It will be present in all business models which is representing some business. Yes, it is available in all the business, all the SAP. This one. Not just to ISIL, but why we told about Idoc here is how Idoc is applicable in JVA scenario. You needed to understand that. That's why me and Prasad gave you some background of Idoc. Banks. Okay. Processes available as part of JVA. All the process names will be defined here. If you got your own process, you can define it here. For example, cash call transaction. operated, what are the processes applicable, you can put it here. Posting methods, posting rules. Okay. Controlling posting, automating tagging you can enable for JV postings. Okay. Billing, how to bill the customer or the partners, mapping billing indicators to service codes. Okay. This they have not done. EDA outbound mapping. This is what Prasant was trying to show in the other screen, but their settings can be done here for JVA. Non-operated venture, EDA invoice, tools, reports. These things are sufficient in JVA config. Then we have PRA, Production and Revenue Accounting. Global settings, measurement system. Why measurement system is required in PRA? Because you are doing production of crude oil. There has to be a method by which what is the quantity of crude oil production need to be defined and understood by the system. Different people, in fact different companies which are in the oil production, they use different methods. For example, if you are one company uses the quantity of crude oil produced just at the well, and some other company uses what is the quantity stored in the storage tank. Okay. Some company uses what is the quantity delivered as the production. So different methodology is there. Every company need to, they are at free to define their own methodology for measuring that. For that some indicators are there, we can use them. Leading indicators. Measurement types. Energy, volume, gas stream. Measurement classes. Okay. Measurement sources. Okay. At what location we can measure? Generic measurement container. For Idoc processing here also you go some settings. Logical system, assign logical system to the client, to the partners. These systems you see that were coming in the earlier screen. In the global settings. Ownership. Who are all the owners for this PRA? Business associate type. The operator, purchasers, remitter, anything. owner recused. One of the owner recused some production share. Then how they will do? They will send a document. Which are the document type for that? It is mentioned here. Contracts. What is the contract? And the pricing. What for it is used? Contract is used in situation where you are producing the crude oil and some customer they want contracting agreement with you that so that they are assured of supply. So 3 years to 5 years like that they will have the agreement. You will have supply contract, they will have purchase agreement with you. So those things can be maintained here. The production is after all is maintained in the tanks. So the tanks can be maintained in silo tank management. Measurement types can be done here. Well related information, what is the platform, well, all those things can be there. What is a well? What is a platform? Crude oil platform is the entire portion is, this entire portion is, if you take any particular this one, is a platform. Like, okay. So if you take here, more than one platform is there, but more than one well is there. I can see at least 2 wells are there. Okay. So this well is into the platform. So well is the exact drilling location inside the platform. And we have functionalities for sales and balancing. So what is sales and why balancing is required? Because the demands keep varying. We are starting off the year, say January. Now, we have obligations towards our owners first. Ours is a JOA company involved in production. We have obligation towards the owners. Our owners, they need some product share from us. The rest we can sell. For selling we got some customers. After 3-4 months some demand changes. For example, one owner says, I don't want this month this much quantity. Then you can again distribute it to the existing customers or find out some new customer like that. Okay. After some time, after another 2 months, one more owner tells that he wants more quantity. He was scheduled for by 5 million barrel. He wants 8 million barrel. So how to do this varying sales demand and balance them? So for that, of course, though it is a manual process, some settings are needed. These settings can be done here. Okay. Revenue accounting. Revenue accounting is similar to your, exactly similar to your normal revenue accounting what you are using in SD, but it is for with the different tax codes and company codes for JOA purpose. Production tax and royalty reporting. What is this royalty reporting? What is a royalty? Anyone know what is the royalty? Oil and gas resources are natural resources. Most of the governments, they do not do the exploration. Instead, what they tell is, they ask the private people, you do the exploration, But whatever production you are making, based on that production figure, you need to pay me some royalty, because the land is given, the access is given by the government to you. Even though the Shell Oil Company may be making the exploration at its cost, maybe in some ocean, that ocean territory also controlled by some government, right? So, these governments, at the time of giving permission for doing the exploration activities, they tell that these people need to pay them royalty. So those details can be made it here. Royalty reporting, tax reporting, everything. So that is from the configuration side. Most of the things you just need to know the terminologies. If you see from the ECS screen side, here PRA, production, material and product code. Okay. Production entities. Which are the production entities? Field. Within the field you go reservoir. Within the reservoir you go platforms. Within the platform you go well. Field means a bigger geographic area. Okay, maybe 100 square kilometer area in the Pacific Ocean. Within that area, reservoir is the place where you are going to set up your operations. That is the reservoir area. And third, where exactly you are going to put the platform, that is platform. And within the platform, exactly the wells are going to take out the crude oil. So that is called wells. So these things can be defined here. What is well completion? Well completion means, suppose today you are creating a well. Is all the wells are giving continuous production? No. Some wells will give 6 months production, some wells will give 1 year production, some wells will give 2 years production, some wells give 3 year production. Normally approximately 3 years is the average for any well. After that production is completed for a particular well, that need to be completed. That is called well completion ID. For completing that you need to create ID, that is the ID. I don't see whether somebody has created that. Yeah, somebody has already created that. So where it is there, country, geographic location, latitude, longitude, some detail. Some more technical details are there for well completion. Measurement point. What is the measurement point? Where it is the measurements. So the measurements points can be created here. Okay. For example, for measurement point 9, measurement type fuel, unit of measure group, hierarchy code, meter class, where this is there, measurement points. Okay. Okay. Then allocation rule. Allocation rules is how to allocate the production to your owners and to the customers. Daily transactions, chemical analysis, WC downtime means well downtime, well test, maximum volumes, well volumes, all those things we can capture it here. These are all day-to-day activities happening. Well test is the test which is happening for a particular well product. Yeah, what is the gas radium, oil rate, these things you can see. Allocation and reports. This is for the production portion. Sales and balancing, ISO, contractual allowance allocations. Ownership. Here you see the JVA is being created here under PRA in each Excel screen. You can ask where is the separate node for JVA. There is no separate node for JVA in the each Excel screen. This is the place where you can create the JVA here, JVA details. Because why separate node? Because JVA is a company code already created in the FSCO configuration. So that is the reason. Okay. So JV active operated, the operator, all those details are there. Where this JV located? Onshore, USA, Alabama. Okay. Revenue accounting, payment processing, journal entry, account receivable. Okay. Periodic processing, document entry. Yesterday we saw that, right? Document entry and periodic processing are the two things happens in the JVA daily. So those things are given here. Measurement, contracts and pricing. Okay. So the contract maintenance is being given here. The pricing terms, condition types, week 11, week 12, week 13, same as your SD. And then production and tax and royalty reporting. There are various royalty reports available. These are all island specific reports starting with O. So those reports will come automatically when you run these transactions. Tools. Upstream graphics means the graphics information icons, bitmap image of upstream detail that will come here. But here we have not created any graphics. Yeah. But if you can create, then you can upload it here. So these are all the JV and PRA configuration and other settings. Yes. So I sent you yesterday the JVA links. I go one more document. What is this? Chapter 30 ISI. Okay. Additional document. Okay. So what I suggest is just to go through these things one time. That is more than sufficient. So tomorrow, next session, we will take that nomination, and then we will take this RLM theory portion, and that will complete your this one. Actually, next session itself, I can take both the nomination and the RLM. So next session, it will complete both the TSW pending and the RLM, because RLM is just I am going to talk some theory about RLM. So I will take that one also, and we will complete the how to create the nomination also, that one also. Both will be completed in the next session. So by next session, almost everything will be over except the other things, integration aspect and the team structure and all those things. Okay. So that is the plan. So now Smita gets joined. Okay. No. Somebody can give the data to Smita. So okay. So again, I think today also I got one more meeting around this time. So what I will do, unless you go like Prasant told, he wanted to remind me that GPM and that nomination both are in the agenda. I will interact. So we will complete that in the next session. Tomorrow you are all okay for the session, both of you? Prasant and Shailendra?
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, I feel we should meet on Tuesday your morning and use this time to try out a few sessions.
In that case, what I will do, I will create a nomination with the existing data, with the data what we have created. Okay, I will send the nomination number to you, both of you. You can see the nomination. Same way you can try creating, and then we can practice it later also when you are coming back.
Yeah,
right?
That's okay. We can do that. But I would say, Shiloh, that we meet on Monday night.
Okay, that works with me. I don't mind.
Yeah, but in case if you want to, since Murugan is not available, if you have any questions, just drop me a mail, and
okay,
and I'll see whether I can help you.
Okay, sure.
And I will send that nomination tomorrow, the details in the system. Number I will send you. You see that nomination, same way you also practice that. Okay?
So, Murugan,
when we have hands-on session for that nomination, when we meet on Tuesday.
Murugan, when
we complete the nomination hands-on, and then that what is pending RLM also. Yeah.
Murugan, what I was saying is, when you create a nomination, is it possible for you to just capture screenshots and send it to us?
Yeah, even that is also a nice idea.
So we have it for.
I will create it to screenshots, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that you say that screenshot also with you, right? That's also a good idea. Yeah. So that you come to know the steps exactly, right?
Yes.
That's what you want. Sure. I think I already have one, no? Did not I share you? Let me see. I have one, but the thing is that the data was not working. Let me see. If I go. I think I made it for transport system creation, right? How to create that. Okay, I will create like this sequence in the screen print, then send to both of you. Not just both of you, I will send to Smith also. Okay?
Okay.
That way it will be helpful for both of you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, thanks. I'm having one more session. We'll meet again Tuesday. Yeah, bye.
And we are meeting on Monday evening our time, right?
Right. Confirmed. Yeah.
Which is Tuesday morning for you.
Yes, confirmed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay.